say I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well?
Come in, let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. Your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. I am going to very quickly go grab a drink before we start this class trial. I'll be right back. Give me like 5, and then we'll get the show on the road. Whew. How can I expect it to? Good lord. Why would they do that? Drink. What's up, everybody? We are back. Sorry, I'm gonna grab a drink. Save. Quickly go over to yes. See if I remember how to do this. Okay. So we had a lot of things go on in this case. Based on what I've seen, I have a very keen prediction that this is gonna go a very specific way. I just don't know if it's too obvious. So we have Sakura's account, we have the locker room dumbbell, we have Mondo's account, which, anyone willing to listen that she wanted to get bigger, and that she was trying to get stronger. When to get stronger, she declined several invites, the dumbbell, the card reader, the handbooks, the broken handbook, which was weird, because that one might actually play into it, the Genocide Jack file, Iowie's account that, you know, she'd keep the distance from all the girls. The boys' locker room carpets and them being switched around seems pretty obvious. Chihiro's handbook was not found. The status of the dead body where it was bound and the bonk on her head. A disappearing stain that she was responsible for a coffee stain, which kind of goes together with the stain on the floor in the other room. The desk lamp and the cord that goes with it that was used to wind her up. And Celeste's account, which was that Chihiro was in that room beforehand. So all of those seem to tie in together. We got a few new skills. Temp Influence increased the influence gauge by 2. And Lost in Thought increases the time limit of each phase which seems really important. And I believe that's all the ones we have right now. So, shall we get to Chapter 2's Trial? Let's do it. Let's get this shit on the road. Trial time.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
By the way, there's not a lot of times I'm going to be speaking up in this, just a forewarning. I'm just going to let the characters speak for themselves.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
First, we have to make it clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Are they going to give me multiples this time? Because last time they made it really easy and there was only like one. No, they only use one. Wow, that's frustrating. There's Leon.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Made this game really easy.
Appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Oh, damn it. I'm already off. Would have been some proof that contradicts it. So I have to disagree with somebody.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument.
Usually you're supposed to listen
What
to the
kind
whole
of
thing.
blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, that's wrong.
Man, that guy's dumb as bricks.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
That's what I'm thinking.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. What's this? Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your triples will disappear if they hit those lines, so thinking of them as obstacles is your bait. But there is a way to keep those white noises from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to activate your silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. Actual remark with your silencer instead of white noise, the time limit will decrease, so careful where you aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck with that fun.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Ah, damn it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Okay, I see.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
So I have to kill that first.
That's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Got it, there we go.
No, it's wrong.
It's wrong!
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Ooblust.
What?
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic in every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Yeah, that's what we were all thinking.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What does it mean for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko? The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Multiple personality disorder. Is it S? No. Is it an N? Z. Ah. Shit. Sure? Schizo. They're looking for Schizo. Schizo. Okay.
Now
Shizo.
I understand.
I guess that's how it's spelled.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
One thing that showed that Toko could have had a split personality to do with behavior. Her behavior changed? Yeah.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head really hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a topping and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tongue without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.